Welcome to Brooks Stadium and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the James Madison Dukes taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Dukes will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Finds his tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Floats it out in space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. They move the tight end all over. They go to the ground. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Right back to the well. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. They're bringing heat. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So James Madison's offense will take the field for the first time. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Second down coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Davis looking to pass. It's caught at the 40. There he goes. Nothing but green ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, James Madison.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Chanticleers want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kendricks. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Chanticleers will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes, because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking for an open man on second down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. With the catch, it's Lopez. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Dukes are in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one.
And that pass picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day, having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And the Shanta Clears will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And and he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Davis will throw. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today.
They go to the draw.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. The give to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The shot that clears are on the move. To the air on first down. He's right on target. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll do it himself. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And the shot that clears have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay.
And that ball is picked off.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Dukes will hustle to the line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Got his man. And he's still running after the move. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. The completion well past the sticks. Touchdown, shot to clear. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the two to make it a field goal game. Looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Return team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Trying to get to him. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And now on second down for this offense.
Brings up second down.
3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positives, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific